We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Down by Savon Rebel.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. All the way across midfield before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Darts out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Quarterback of his renown, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
14 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go play action. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion is not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick. And they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
So working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. They're working a couple yards past the line. One stop made by Donovan Ezeraku.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball, and that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Anytime you go on the road, if you could put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. Ready?
Sending him on the down. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Hop 70, hop 70. Let's go.
Setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
18, 5 in. 19, Tiger, 19.
4th down, pass coming. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. That'll be the first and more. Keeps himself upright. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it... out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. So Lou Reed, they'll give it to Simpson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Gotta figure out this third down here. One play action with Darts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. $19 Lions. Ready.
4th down. They're going to throw for it. Finds him over the middle. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play.
On the jump.
A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there.
Go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
He's taken down.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-3 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Short pass brought in. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Going for it on 4th, Nix. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
Boys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Setting up the running back screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Defense all over that throw. bro, you could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Dive play straight ahead. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Rose count. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. Second down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Comes up empty on that one. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. It's Sampson running out of the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams, the quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
3rd and long for him here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this 4th down. Go. Here's Darts. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. Dart going to throw again. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Gain of 15 there. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Completed over the middle. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for second down. Tight end going in motion here. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts from the 16. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one's complete over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. All set now, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Bombers.
Nix from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Now go play action. Here's Dart. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Deron Bland has it.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. first and 10. Here's Nix. And this one is launched downfield. This is brought in at the 15. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Bo Nix touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down. Looking to throw. We find Sampson out of the backfield. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returning in from the 16. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. He's Cook out wide, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here on first down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. And I have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Shotgun snap to Nix. Feeding to his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Y'all gotta pop my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might as well power rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk our rangers. Don't call the mention.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down. Fourth down, pass coming. And they get to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got first down here from the 36. Going to play action with darts. Lays out left side and gets it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Short pass brought in. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
From the gun, here's Darts. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
And motion him out of the backfield left. Third down now, here's Darts. On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Running it after the penalty. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. If you run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. A handoff here to Sampson. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Quick one to the outside by Downs. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He's got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Sampson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Darts out of the shotgun. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants start the second half with some needed points. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
First and 10 from the 32. Blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. Nick Snad, a throw. Hits him on the out route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. First and 10 from the 43. Throwing here, Nix. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Again on second and 10, Nix setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
It's fielded at the 14. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Throw left side. Complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 23 on that one. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Starting on the ground here with Simpson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
2nd down carry for Sampson. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He put everything he had into this one. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. He finds Brown right side. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants take a 4th quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4. Put it out of the range of a field goal. An extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
17.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returning from the 18-yard line. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Blowing back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Giants into the nickel, 3rd down. He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Nice 44.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to the well again. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Hold on, son. Ready? I need you. Ball 11.
Kill.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys losing by 4. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. There's a dive up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
You know, it sure looked like defense had done enough to hold him on that play. Credit that 1st down to a good initial effort and second effort to keep fighting to go get that extra yard needed.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Hold on, son. 37.
Here he is to throw. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Gets his tight end on the corner route. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 22 out of that play. That'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. That throw finds Pickens. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Setting up to pass. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hold on, son.
Throwing now. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Hold on, son. Ready?
Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they come, second down. It's quick out wide, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready. Ready. Return. Away, away, away. Away, away.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. Desperation time here on 4th. Chased out to his right. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Gotta think this is 4 down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.